town Milwaukee is seen from the shore. And David.
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Giles, and it's Anthony in at the 3 slot. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Lillard. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. And now the fast break, Middleton with the ball. He's looking for Giannis and finds him. Throws down the alley-oop slam. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
Here's Holiday following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Kicks it out to Giannis. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Holiday. Middleton inside the three-point line, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Trailblazers on offense, and stolen by DiVincenzo. Giannis with it. Now Anthony defending, and Giannis throws it down.
I tell you what, it's absolutely foolish and futile to let Antetokounmpo get space to sprint towards the rim. I mean, the dunks he jams home are just downright filthy, ugly, nasty, wicked.
Here's McCollum after the basket by Milwaukee. Back to Nurkic. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Love watching Nurkic set hard screens and then roll with purpose. Great job in the creativity there from the pick and roll.
Now here is Holiday. Middleton outside. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Middleton so good under pressure. He's always composed and under control.
McCollum against DiVincenzo. Lillard outside. Portland with a new 14. Outside Anthony from the arc. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Giannis passes to Middleton. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. From deep. Rebounded by the Bucks. Powell with the steal. And now Portland on the break. McCollum outside. Back to Powell. The rebound by Middleton. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. The three for DiVincenzo. They get the rebound. Back to Giannis. Lays it up and banks it in. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
And with each season, Antetokounmpo continues to polish up his post game. He's got such a nice high release on the shot, and at his size, virtually impossible to block it.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Can't cash in from close range. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton can't get it to go.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Giannis outside. Stolen by Kanter. A three from McCollum. It's rebounded by Portis.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. No good with the triple.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. They need this one. And the layup is good. McCollum's got his second bucket tonight.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Holiday surveying the floor. Collins against Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. From deep three-point range, the putback, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bucks lead by 2, and we'll get going at. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me. I'm able to know where my team is going to be. I'm able to get to my spots, and I know my spots. And
well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Antetokounmpo out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Teague. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Out to the right wing. Over to the wing. And Tucker kicks to Teague. Just 5 to shoot. Connaughton passes to Teague. His 3-pointers off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 4. Powell with it. Picked up by Teague. The baseline J. Back to Powell. Launches a 3. Here's Cantor. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass. Getting it done.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Right side Teague. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Portland the other way. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. The feed to Collins. That evens the score. Collins has got his first points of the game.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
Teague, the pass to Lopez. With his first shot attempt. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The pass to Simons. On the wing, Jones. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee in the lead. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Lopez inside. Powell on him. Oh, Teague in position. It's stolen by Jones. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
here in the second quarter. Just under 3.5 minutes played. Back to Teague. The dish to Lopez. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. They now take the lead. Now it's a 3-point Portland lead.
It always helps when your big man dishes it like that. Cantor, excellent with that read.
Pass to Tucker. Five on the clock. Here's Teague. And the rejection by Collins. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee for the Trailblazers. And a deep three from Lillard. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
He's an explosive, athletic guard, and I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Trailing by 2. Passes it to Nurkic. Back to Lillard from downtown. Anthony. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Anthony's got it all tied up now for Portland.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Tie game in Milwaukee. And now, thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above. And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. Nice shot by Portis.
Boy, I love the unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open out to Antetokounmpo, make sure you get the ball.
Holiday against Lillard. Holiday, the pass to Portis. Back to Holiday. He kicks it to Middleton. Just 5 on the clock. Down low. He's looking for DiVincenzo and finds him. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Deep 2 from Anthony. Hits the front of the rim and out. Bucks shooting 43% from the field.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Lillard finds Anthony. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. And stolen by Lillard. This one for three. No good that time. And Milwaukee the other way now. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Lillard. The rebound by the Bucks.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Middleton for three. The rebound by Giles. The Trailblazers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Portland again missing. Bucks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Antetokounmpo gets to Middleton. Off target from outside.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Milwaukee has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That's his first foul. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Drew Holiday. Norman Powell's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Damian Lillard.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Anthony dishes to McCollum for the lead. Again, McCollum missing. Milwaukee in the lead. One-on-one here. Here's Giannis. The rebound by Simons. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And Middleton with the block.
Boy, the defensive hustle there by Middleton. Stretching out and getting his hand on that shot. Excellent effort.
About the feel and the awareness he had there, finding his teammate behind the defense on the break.
Simons surveying the D. Back to McCollum, trying to end the drought. Here's Nurkic, and he makes good on the layup. Nurkic has got his second basket of the game.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. And Forbes has it in the corner. Middleton for three, but they get it back. And the rebound by Nurkic. Portland trailing here. Powell kicks to Anthony. And he dunks it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Powell with the steal. And here's McCollum for three. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's DiVincenzo. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists tonight. McCollum fires from way outside. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. We're at the end of the third, and while we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. They've got P.J. Tucker, Antetokounmpo out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Teague, and it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And Teague's got the ball here for the Bucks. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Portis. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Yeah, you know, not every point guard will be able to find an open man right there, but Teague is always looking for the right play.
Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Here's Simons. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Outside Teague. Outside Portis. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
Man, I like how Teague sets the table, keeping his eyes up so he can spot the open teammate. Nice.
Feeds to Carmelo from the baseline. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Now Teague. Nurkic with the block. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton comes in for P.J. Tucker. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Jeff Teague. To the left side wing. There's the pass to Portis. Over Giles. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the first one at the line is good. Milwaukee making a switch. DiVincenzo's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And a deep 3 from Lillard. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Portis. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Collins against Middleton. Kicks to Giannis. Outside Holiday. And again, the Bucks miss. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Three-pointer, Lillard. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Holiday against Lillard. Outside Holiday. Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo. Outside Holiday. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Stolen by Holiday. Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of games.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Holiday against Lillard. Outside Holiday. Just 4 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Here's Lopez. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got his 4th rebound in this one. Cantor dishes to Jones. Kicks it out to Lillard. Inside. Collins passes to Cantor. Shoots over DiVincenzo. No good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game for the Trailblazers. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Anthony comes in for Collins. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Jones. Holiday against Lillard. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. And again, the Bucks miss.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. Cans the 3.
Boy, and just look at what Damian Lillard is doing.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Money!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they got to try to manage it.
Yeah, even I saw that one being telegraphed. The defense all over it.
Laces one from 3.
Middleton, the kind of player that simply relishes the pressure. He's comfortable taking the big shots.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 1. 5 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They trail by 1. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And they've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation. This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. What's your take, guys?
And they have just enough time for a catch and shoot here. It has to be an immediate shot, though. That's their only hope.
It's good! Buries the game-winning shot!
All zeros on the clock as he drains the game winner.
He knew it was good when it left his hand. He started celebrating as soon as it got off his fingertip.
And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win and really.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker room. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And for the Clippers, they've got Ivica Zubac. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 4 spot. Now here is Holiday. Passes it to Middleton. Lets it go with the 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Up again. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
George finds Beverly. Back to George. Fires for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Leonard gets it to go.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
First quarter of play with about 1.5 minutes gone. Floats it up for Giannis.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. DiVincenzo against Beverly. And here's George for 3. The shot comes out. The Bucks go the other way with it.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Leonard. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Now, this is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach to us to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Holiday. Pass to Portis. Feeds it to Tucker. And stolen by Cousins. The pass to Leonard. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Holiday against Beverly. Holiday, the pass to Connaughton. Tucker with the ball. 4 on the clock. Pass to Forbes. And now the Clippers on the break. Beverly with the ball. Here's George. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
That's not an easy play. Paul George is an extraordinary player. Keeps his eye on the bucket at all times.
Holiday looking for an opening. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Bucks passing it around. Forbes the pass to Portis. Over Cousins. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Clippers leading by 3. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Teague for Drew Holiday. Jackson misses. Teague left side. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. PJ Tucker, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Teague in for Dante DiVincenzo.
And don't be deceived by the small frame of Jeff Teague. This guy is fearless attacking the defense inside and drawing contact.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Now here's Cousins. Antetokounmpo defending. Out to Ibaka. Puts up a three. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Teague. Passes it to Portis. Down low. And Portis throws it down.
Well, Jeff Teague knows how to get by and find teammates. That's pretty right there.
Now here's Jackson. No points in the game yet for him. Cousins. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Tucker, the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Pass to Kennard. And the pass to Cousins. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And the rejection by Ibaka. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Off target at the rim. Bucks leading by 3. Tucker dishes to Antetokounmpo. Left side Portis. And stolen by Portis. Tucker the pass to Antetokounmpo. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Portis kicks to Connaughton. There's the lob to Portis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
The Bucks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in front of Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for T. Here's George. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Paul George. Bucks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here is Forbes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Nice shot by Portis.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Beverly the pass to Zubac. And here's George. 41 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. George has got 6.
That's fantastic shot making this quarter after struggling a bit in the first.
Here is Forbes. Middleton on the wing. Basket counts. Middleton's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bucks.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Here's Leonard. Whistle blows. Basket is good. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So, and that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Bucks lead by 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of 1. Looking at the second. And that's a wrap.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
And here's George. He has 6.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Beverly wide open. Los Angeles with another miss.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
And it's Giannis missing. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 5. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
They grab their own miss. Kicks it out to Leonard. Morris passes to George. A three-pointer, no good. Bucks leading by 5. Pass to DiVincenzo. Giannis with it. Guarded now by Morris. And he makes that one. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Back to Beverly. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's in there.
Well, the efficiency with the mid-range game, Paul George has always possessed.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. The Bucks also with the sub, P.J. Tucker. He's checked in for Lopez. Holiday, the pass to Giannis. And stolen by Cousins. Batum finds Cousins. On the wing, Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Back to Cousins. Jackson down low. Guarded by Holiday. 3 on the clock. Here's Batum, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Bucks leading by 5. Outside Holiday. 1:33 left in the third. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
And the Clippers making a change here. Patterson's checked in. And then for Milwaukee, Portis, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Antetokounmpo comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Pass to Ibaka. Back to Jackson. Out to Ibaka. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. No good on the triple.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Connaughton passes to Portis. Back to Connaughton. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Here's Jackson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The pass to Patterson. Over Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's the lob to Portis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Jackson passes to Patterson. For Los Angeles, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. That free throw good from Patterson.
If I remember when Patrick Patterson was coming out of high school, major recruiting battle. Every school seemed to want this guy. Duke, Florida, you name it. But the Kentucky Wildcats win again.
Teague feeling it out a bit. 2 on the clock, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
This is why Teague is such a valuable player. You know, he's a solid shooter from anywhere, so he's able to space the defense. He can, with his handle, get inside the paint. There's a lot to like about Jeff Teague.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Bucks leading by 9. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. P.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Forbes in at the 1. Morris against Middleton. Just 3 to shoot. Makes it off the glass. Tucker's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks.
You know, we see this a lot from Tucker. Scores by overpowering the defender with his tremendous strength.
Kennard against Middleton. Now, here's Kennard. He's tightly guarded. Here is Forbes. Now Middleton. Back to Forbes. For 3. Rebound by the Clippers. And here we go. Lopez with the steal. Here is Forbes. Middleton outside. Morris against Lopez. It's stolen by Morris. Now, here's Kennard. Guarded closer. Morris outside. Clock at 6. Back to Kennard. Zubac kicks to Kennard. A second chance effort. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Milwaukee leading by 11. Tucker with the ball. Pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton looking it over. And again, the Bucks miss. Middleton's gone 2 for 5 tonight. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Well, statistically not the most imposing shot blocker, but he gets every bit of that one, did Tucker.
To the paint. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Outside Holiday. From deep. No good on the shot. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. To stop the drought. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Patrick Beverley is the kind of competitor every team wants. Gets himself a trip to the free throw line.
So the first one drops, and that brings them to within 10. So for the Clippers, Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac, and it's Batum in for Morris. And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. 1:44 left to play in the final quarter. There's the lob to Portis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide-open man.
Outside Leonard. To the middle. Releases from 15. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Holiday. The three. It's hauled in by George.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Kawhi Leonard, still one of the hardest working players in the league. Active on the offensive glass there.
The wide open look here for Holiday. Bangs home the trifecta. Holiday's got the lead up to 12 now for Milwaukee.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
And make no mistake, Paul George is a fierce finisher inside.
Outside Holiday. Off target with his three. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. Well, the weekend has officially begun. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. And the Clippers starting five. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the one spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Now here's Leonard. Back to Beverly. He kicks to George. 4 on the shot clock. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind. I just feel like Patrick Beverly has incredible awareness for every second that he plays on the floor. Spots the wide open man, gets it to him.
Now here's Nurkic. McCollum kicks to Lillard. He's looking for McCollum and finds him. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. Here's Leonard. Drops in the layup for 2.
That's Kawhi pushing the action all by himself there, attacking inside and starting to take charge.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. To the inside. Leonard with the steal. Beverly with the ball. Lillard picks him up. Outside for George. From outside, off the mark. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And a deep 3 from Lillard. They get it again.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Now here's Leonard. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Over in the corner, Zubats. The shot, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Lillard way outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The 3 from George. Lillard with the rebound. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. From outside the arc. Again, the miss by Lillard.
Well, he's just really struggling right now. And with everything he's throwing up, nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
So money on the catch and shoot. I don't know what the defense is doing there, giving Kawhi that shot.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Passes it to McCollum. Nurkic up top. Kicks it to Lillard. With the floater. And the rejection by Zubats.
About time he got one to fall there. Before that, 6 straight misses to start this one.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Pass to Zubats. Leonard against Anthony. And George now top of the key. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
That's a nice play by Paul George, showing a nice touch from the mid-range.
Lillard against Beverly. Now here's Lillard. He's guarded closely. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot.
I think Patrick Beverly loves to challenge every night to shut down his man. Takes great pride on the defensive end.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Clippers lead by 4. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Portland. Enes Kanter is out there with Collins. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point. Cousins on the follow. Cousins has got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
Brute strength right there as he gets to the inside and scores.
Pass to Collins. Dishes it to McCollum. Deep. The Clippers grab the miss. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's Simons, still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the pass to McCollum. Tanner, high post. 17-foot shot on the way. And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. That is his first foul of the game. Clippers leading by 6. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Jackson passes to Cousins. Collins against Kennard. Powell with the steal. Simons surveying the D. Collins wide open. He fires. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. Stolen by Kanter. And here's McCollum for 3. Here's Simons. Powell, the pass to Collins. A baseline J. Tipped away. And here is Los Angeles now. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Ibaka. This is to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. In the corner, it's Morris. Kennard for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Collins, good.
Even with the defense all over him, Collins sticking with it.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Now Jackson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Feeds it to Cousins. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
And Cousins is just so strong down there in the paint. He easily picks up that foul thanks to his height.
And Portland making a change here. Jones is checked in. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Leonard comes in for Morris. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Jackson. Here's Simons, fended by Beverly, passes to Kanter. 5 to shoot. Off target from the baseline.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Here's George. And that one hits back iron. Trailblazers trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The finish. Zubac trying to break loose. And it's George missing.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
Collins, good.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
And George kicks to Leonard. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of basketball. An easy 2 points on the layup. Leonard's got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
Very easily could have been an and one there. Leonard takes the contact and still maintains the focus to make the score.
Simons the pass to Powell. Throws it up high, and Jones slams it in.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Leonard with the ball. He's got 6. Good on the shot.
Well, a marksman from every spot on the floor. Didn't think he'd say that about Kawhi Leonard coming out of college, but now one of the toughest covers in the league.
He gets it up. It doesn't go for him. And so we conclude the first half. Clip. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We've got Patrick Beverley. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the 3.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Now here's Beverley. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Down low. And Anthony sends it back.
How about Melo rising up quick to that one there? Nice shot block.
George, no good. Trailblazers trail by 4. Anthony with it. Leonard picks him up. 3-pointer, Lillard. A 3-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got 7.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
George finds Leonard. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Outside for Batum. Pass to Beverley. And here's Leonard from 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Lillard's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Greg, as a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Nurkic can't hit. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Beverley dishes to George. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Now it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
Yeah, Paul George, no problem pulling up well behind the 3-point line to knock him down.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Powell, he's checked in for McCollum. Los Angeles making a switch here. Los Angeles leading by 3.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
Morris kicks to Kennard. From the line, Los Angeles with another miss. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And the shot is good.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Taken away by Anthony. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Wants to get it to Powell, and does. Anthony, the pass to Giles. And that one is hit. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Lillard against Jackson. Lillard, right side. Shot clock at 5. Powell down low. Kennard covering. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got his first 2 points.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Pass to Kennard. And he banks in the layup. And the Clippers lead by 1. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
And Lillard gets it to go.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Jackson looking around. Cousins, no one around him. No good. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And here's George. They've got Norman Powell. Giles is out there with Nurkic. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Leonard. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And you know he's so good coming off the pick and roll. But what do you have to take away? There's so many ways Leonard can hurt you offensively.
Here's Simons. McCollum outside. Just 5 to shoot. He dishes it to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
George finds Leonard. And there's the pass to Zubac. Stolen by McCollum. Stolen by Zubac. In the corner, Kennard with it. Outside, George. Here's Here's Zubats, and he lays it straight in.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback.
Well, great timing as well. Swiss watch kind of moments. Fourth quarter, close game. That could have been a 4-point swing.
Out left of the wing. Here's Simon. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Outside Leonard. Back to Kennard. Outside Leonard. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Nurkic.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Giles kicks the foul. Nurkic dishes the foul. A three-pointer off the mark. The Clippers trail. Leonard the pass to Zubats. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, when you get into a system, your first system in the league where you share the ball, Kawhi Leonard keeping his head up and finding the open man.
There's the dish to McCollum. Inside, Giles. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Giles. One-on-one here. Here's Powell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Giles. Jones checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simon. Kennard kicks to Leonard. Six to shoot. Shot, high post. And he overshot that one, missing. Trailblazers leading by 3. Three-pointer, Lillard. Batum grabs the miss. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Good on the bucket.
I mean, this is a battle-tested young player. Leonard's willing to put the team on his back when they really need a bucket.
1:14 left in the fourth quarter. And he gets the bucket.
Well, he has that ability, elevates his game in the clutch time. It's Lillard time. He's on point.
George dishes to Leonard. Back to George. From deep three-point range, the Clippers rebound. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth. Leonard with the ball. Jones covering. From deep, George. You can't get that one to fall.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. A three ball. Cantor kicks to Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Ibaka looking for an opening. To tie it up. Can't get the three to fall. Now Lillard. Lobs it up for Cantor. Ends with a big win by Portland in a tight game. What a show, Dave. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 roaming the paint. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at small forward. Now here's Antetokounmpo, and off there. He misses his first shot of the night. And here's Nurkic. Lillard outside. And a wide open look for McCollum. That three off the mark.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Count that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here is Holiday to the right side. The wide open look here for Lopez. Off target from three-point range. DiVincenzo against McCollum. Nurkic the best to McCollum. Here's Lillard, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. They're double checking, and the game continues on.
He hits both from the stripe.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Outside Holiday. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. Powell with it. McCollum outside. To the paint. Here's Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 6.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Middleton. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Lillard against Holiday. Now here's McCollum. 5 to shoot. Portland needs to get off a shot. Covington passes to Nurkic. Lopez with the block.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
Floats it up for Giannis. Covington with the steal. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. And good that time.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing by 4. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Giannis outside. The kick out to Holiday. Drills the three-pointer. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
56 seconds left here in the first quarter. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. To the middle. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, Antetokounmpo, for all of his skills and talent, he's a worker. This guy likes to grind and takes a lot of pride in outworking people on the boards.
Back to Lillard. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Over Holiday. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Lillard's got 8.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility, and boy, he can strike at any time.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Covington. Count that one. He's got 6. Lillard outside. That shot is off.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon the team.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Collins is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Anthony. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
McCollum outside. Anthony down low. That's tipped. They recover it. Here's Kanter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And, you know, Kanter can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Teague in for Bryn Forbes. Teague the pass to Antetokounmpo. The shot misses. Excellent D from Kanter. Portland leading by 6. Stolen by Tucker. Antetokounmpo inside. Anthony on him. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Right side, Portis. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
And that corner 3, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And, Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
Now Teague. He is still scoreless so far in this one. Portis finds Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by Collins.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Powell, he's jacked in for Portland. Here's Simons. Kicks it out to Collins. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Bucks trail by 8. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now here's Tucker, covered by Anthony. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. The Bucks also changing it up. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Bobby Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Holiday in for Teague. Now here is Holiday. Trying to get something going, and it's good on the way in. Holiday's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Lillard, the pass to Powell. Here's Lillard. He's got 8, and Lillard throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Lillard against Holiday. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Powell. Here's Cantor. And the layup is good. Cantor's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Holiday with the 3, and Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 6th rebound on the night.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Jones checked in for Anthony Simons. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton. Anthony against Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
And here are the Trailblazers now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Outside Holiday. No good that time. And so it's Portland holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 10 points and 1 assist. Shaq, how'd you think the Trailblazers? That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer, starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3. Here's Lillard. Good, nice job down low. Lillard's got the first bucket of the third here for the Trailblazers. And here's Holiday. He has 5. Giannis inside. Defended by Covington. Nice move. And Antetokounmpo lays it up and in. Antetokounmpo's got 12.
When he's on the floor, Antetokounmpo makes good things happen inside. I mean, he's got so much size and skill. a lot for the defense to try to contend with.
Now here's Powell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Such a wide open look. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Holiday dishes to Giannis. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Now, here's Lillard. 14 points for him. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Damian Lillard. Milwaukee also making some changes. Portis comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Zach Collins checked in for the Trailblazers. Anthony comes in for Norman Powell. The Bucks also changing it up. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Bobby Portis. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. McCollum outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Simons. Teague covering. A nice shot by Simons.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Outside Teague. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Trailblazers going the other way.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Teague. The pass to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, you know, not every point guard would be able to find an open man right there, but Teague is always looking for the right play.
1:57 left to play here in the 3rd. Anthony looking it over. Back to McCollum. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Here's Collins. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And it's the Bucks on the break. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Tucker. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. He dishes it to McCollum. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game. Teague with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 54 seconds left in the 3rd. Connaughton kicks to Portis. And the 3 off target.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Simons. Antetokounmpo defending. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Covington's checked in. Milwaukee also making some changes. Chris Middleton's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Jeff Teague. Here's Simons. Pass to Nurkic. Down low. And stolen by Portis. Here's Tucker. Go! Yes!
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's foul number 2 for him. And Portland making a change here. Cantor's checked in. Drew Holiday's checked in for the Bucks.
Oh, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defender.
Holiday against Lillard. Lopez, no luck.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Middleton outside, and Holiday has it in the corner. Lopez passes to Middleton. Pocket 4. Shoots the 3. And again, the Bucks miss.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Now here's McCollum. Back to Lillard. To the paint. Here's Cantor. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Cantor's got the lead up to 12 now for the Trailblazers.
And that's just all muscle there. Cantor is solid at fighting his way through whatever the D throws at him.
Holiday dishes to Middleton. Jacks up a 3. And it's rebounded by Covington. Trailblazers leading by 12. And stolen by DiVincenzo. By himself, rips down the breakaway slam.
Nice awareness from the young forward. Giannis Antetokounmpo showing he wants to work it to his guys.
The Trailblazers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Lillard, the pass to Cantor. Lillard dishes to Cantor. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Bucks trail by 13. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Poke loose. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Nurkic checked in for Portland. Now here's Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebound by Brook Lopez. The Bucks have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the 1 make.
And how about the power of Antetokounmpo? Dynamite whenever he takes it to the rim.
Holiday against Lillard. 1:43 left to play here in the 4th. Passes to Powell. Back to Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets.
You know, since entering the league at age 18, Antetokounmpo has really grown. The Greek Freak, now one of the league's premier talents, no doubt.
Now here's Paul. The first one falls. And he makes both free throws. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. It's a 13-point game.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Trailblazers.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Lillard.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Goes up, flushes it down to finish the break.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
Now, here's Lillard. Portland, no good that time either.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Little turnaround. Here's Nurkic. Rebounded by the Bucks. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Here's Giannis. Count it.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
And so it's Portland winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Captain
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.
of the NBA.
And in the locker room, Each guy has been going over. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's man in at the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the center position. Now, here's Zubac. He dishes it to George. Fires for three. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
And so Beverley will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Pass to George. And he uses the glass on the layup.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
Holiday looking for an opening. Giannis right side. And the shot is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's George. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. And the rejection by Giannis. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Just 5 on the clock. Beverley, the pass to Leonard.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Middleton outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Zubac against Antetokounmpo. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot, off to a fast 2 for 3.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here is George. Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Outside Holiday. There's the pass to Giannis. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Holiday finds Lopez. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Don't you love watching Brook Lopez get to that mid-range, stretch the floor with his shooting ability? Really good stuff.
Beverley dishes to George. And it's sent back by Lopez. And they're moving it up. Here's Holiday. Banked in off the glass.
He's an explosive, athletic guard, and I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Now here's Beverley. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Feeds it to Leonard. Taken away by Holiday. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back. And Giannis throws it down.
And the best part of that sequence wasn't Holiday's steal, but his quick decision to push the ball and start the break. That's when the D's most vulnerable, and he took advantage.
Now here's Leonard. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. So the wing on the left, Beverly wide open. That one wide left.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
And Middleton kicks to DiVincenzo. To the inside, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Here's George, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
To think that at one point, after that horrific leg injury, Paul George, there was some doubt whether he could regain the level of play we're accustomed to. But this guy gets better and better.
And George drops them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Gets it off. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so the first quarter is in the books. Bucks lead by 6. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James, Giannis had this to say.
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Chris Middleton. E.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Forbes in at the 1 spot. And some changes here for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Teague in for Bryn Forbes. Teague against Jackson. And a wide open look for Portis. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Clippers trail by 6.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3-ball.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Now, here's Tucker. No points in the game hit for him.
I love to see Serge Ibaka when he's locked in on the defensive end. Boy, he'll make you think twice as an offensive player.
Antetokounmpo against Batum. And Ibaka kicks to Kennard. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Kennard's got his first 2 points of the night. Milwaukee leading by 4. Passes it to Connaughton. Now here's Portis. The dish to Teague. And it's slammed in by Teague.
Oh my goodness, if you don't get in front of Jeff Teague, he's going to throw it down off that dribble drive.
Jackson against Teague. Pass to Batum. Now here's Kennard. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Portis, the pass to Tucker. Hands it from downtown. Tucker's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks.
I know he's not the most efficient long-range shooter, but Tucker hits enough of those to space out the defense.
Jackson has the open look. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And Portis throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Jackson, and it's in there.
And what a resilient finish from Jackson there inside. I love how he just refuses to back down.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Pass to Tucker. Back to Teague. It's Portis, high post. Here's Connaughton. But they'll get another chance. Antetokounmpo finds Tucker. Offline with his three.
Absolutely tenacious, guys. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
And contact on the shot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Teague, the pass to Portis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And to Antetokounmpo. And Tucker has it in the corner. The pass to Teague. 5 on the clock. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Clippers trail by 11. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Jackson deciding where to go with it. 2 points. That one goes. Jackson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Here's Portis. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Milwaukee.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 8 points, 2. That's all for now.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
If he is in the area, he's going to challenge your shot. He's going to block it, alter it. He's going to have an impact.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's man in at the small forward position. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Inside. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Holiday against Beverley. Leonard attacking. That shot missing. The Bucks go the other way with it. Down low. Stolen. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Pass to man. Over Middleton. Kicks it to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Clock at 6. And again, the Clippers turn it over. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Giannis dishes to Holiday. So many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas, it must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
The putback, it's good on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 15.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Beverly against Holiday. Left side, Leonard. Zubats. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Holiday. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds in this game. And finished off by Leonard.
There's just so much force that Kawhi plays with. It is what allows him to rise up and put it down with authority. When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
And the basket is good. Giannis has got 8 here in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. 1:16 left in the third quarter. Unloads from 13. The rebound by the Bucks. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Here's George. Following the basket by Giannis. Good on the shot. George has got 6.
Well, Paul George routinely making these difficult shots look easy. He's showing how dominant he truly is.
Now here is Holiday. He kicks it to Giannis. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Leonard. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
There's the lob at Kumbo, and Giannis throws it down.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Portis is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Teague. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Teague feeling it out a bit. Left side, Portis. Wide open. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And the Bucks lead by 15. Leonard with the ball. And the layup's good off the glass.
Listen, Kawhi Leonard has built his game brick by brick. You want him to score on the interior? No problem.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Connaughton. Pass to Antetokounmpo. The kick out to T. And he's good on the three ball.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's George. He's guarded closely. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Excellent offensive positioning from Paul George. Size, length, touch. Beautiful.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Teague finds Antetokounmpo. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And the Bucks with some changes. Chris Middleton's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Teague. The Clippers also making some changes. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Leonard. And it's Kennard in for Nicholas Batum. Portis, the pass to Tucker. Back to Portis. 14 feet away. He can't hit that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his first foul. And the Bucks with some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. From deep, Antetokounmpo. No good that time. And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. It's a 14-point game. That one goes in.
Well, Marcus Morris has tremendous size, and he is willing to find his teammates when they're open. That's nicely done.
There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here is Teague. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Beverly. And oh, here we go with George. No! Oh!
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Now here's Teague. 1:25 left in the game.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Left side, George. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Bucks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
Kennard. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Outside Teague. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 4 on the clock. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bucks lead by 14.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
so no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good. The busy freeways of Los Angeles.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Giles, and it's Nurkic in its center. And for the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Paul George, and it's Ibaka in at the center position. Leonard, no luck.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
They get it back.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And then Cousins with the dunk.
Well, it's all about post position for Cousins. I mean, once he has it, the defense is toast.
Here's Giles. He's guarded by Cousins. Giles kicks to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson against Lillard. Here's Giles. Powell, no one around him, drains it from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's George. Outside Leonard. Feeds it to Cousins. Left side Ibaka. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Oh, he's one of the best passing 5s in the game. I mean, think about this. Cousins doesn't get enough credit for being unselfish on the floor.
Here's Lillard. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Nobody near Nurkic. No good on the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Jackson kicks to Cousins. Misses the 3. For Portland, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Giles, the pass to Nurkic. Tries from 16, and it goes down 2 points.
Very capable of knocking it down from the mid-range. Nurkic is a guy you must stay tight on.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Passes it to Ibaka. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Leonard, the pass to Jackson. Here's George. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Portland leading. Here's Giles. Lillard with it. McCollum outside. Kicks to Powell. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Beverly wide open. And again, no good by the Clippers. Portland's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Cullen passes to Cantor. Over Ibaka. And with the rebound.
Nice interior defense. Can't give him any space inside or he'll burn it.
And McCollum with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Batum comes in for Leonard. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Collins checked in for Norman Powell.
As crafty as they come. George has lots of experience when it comes to mixing up defenders.
This is his first free throw of the game. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Cullen passes to Simons. Pass to Cantor. Left side Collins. Goes up the baseline. And he hits the jump shot.
This is who McCollum is. Someone who's ready to fire as soon as the ball touches his hands.
LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now here's Beverly. Tight defense on him. Here's Zubac. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead change. It's 6 already.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. McCollum outside. And here's Anthony from the arc. But they recover it. Now the pass to Campbell. Goes back up. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Yeah, plenty of power behind Cantor's inside moves. Helps him overcome whatever D he encounters.
Beverly for 3. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Trailblazers out in front. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's man in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Simons, the pass to Collins. Second chance shot. Cantor kicks to Collins. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. The Clippers trail. Kennard for 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 4 rebounds now tonight. McCollum against Kennard. McCollum with the bounce pass. On deep, Collins. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
They like to redo that pass. Bad way to lose a possession.
Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard comes in for C.J. McCollum. Out to the right wing. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
To the inside, Collins sinks that one from the post. Collins has got the lead up to 1 now for Portland. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a role out on his team.
Lillard against Kennard. And the baseline jumper, no good. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Pass to Nurkic. And it's off from 3-point range.
And Simon, a bit undersized at that 2-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Shot by Collins, no good.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Man can't hit.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Evolving is his game over time. That's what's going on. I mean, look, this demonstrates growth. Nurkic looking willing to challenge himself with these shots.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And then for the Trailblazers, Giles checked in for Collins. And Norman Powell subbed in for Anthony Simons. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
We're just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
George looking over the floor from past the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Giles has got 5 rebounds tonight. Powell kicks to Nurkic. Shoots over Leonard. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Oh, the closer Nurkic is to the basket, the more dangerous he is. A solid interior scorer.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Portland leading by 5. And here's Anthony from the arc. They get it back. Back to Powell. Second shot opportunity. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. To the paint. They need this one. And the layup by Jackson.
He's not the biggest guy on the court, but Jackson doesn't mind getting his hands dirty. He'll take a knock as long as he can get his points out of it.
Lillard the pass to Giles. Fires from deep. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Oh, you really like to see Cousins mixing it up on the drive. Not many defenders want to get in the way of an almost 7-footer storming to the basket.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Portland again missing. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Leonard with the ball. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Cousins. Powell with the steal.
And speed and effort level, two things that make Ibaka.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One guy who's been getting it done is Jusuf Nurkic.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing up on whatever the defense gives up.
On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3. And for the Clippers, they're shooting a low 30% mark from the field. Outside, George for the lead from beyond the arc, and then some. George has got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the 3 at a ridiculous rate. He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
Here's Nurkic. No good from outside.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
Jackson kicks to Cousins. George dishes to Ibaka. Jackson against McCollum. Lillard scanning the floor. Back to Giles. Passes to Nurkic. Just 5 to shoot. This one for 3. The shot misses. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout. It's just to try to settle things down.
They are just killing them on the interior.
So, for the Clippers, Mann's checked in, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter comes in for Jusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
And, you know, you go back to that horrific leg injury in Vegas back in 2014, and Paul George hasn't just made it back to the NBA. He's come back a better player.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Luke Kennard in for George. They swipe it. And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Morris, no good. Trailblazers trail by 5. It's McCollum with the drive. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And McCollum is remarkably quick. Love seeing him put it on the deck and finish at the rim.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Kennard for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Portland's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Trains the three-pointer. Kennard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Everybody wants shooters like Kennard these days. Keep hitting threes, Luke. It'll earn you lots of dough.
McCollum kicks to Cantor. The 3. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And the wide open shot from Morris. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Trailblazers trail by 6 to the middle. 1:30 left to play in the third. Cantor, the pass to Powell. Off target from three-point range. Los Angeles has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Kennard. That one good for 2. And now an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
It's Kennard's ability to create that sets him apart. I mean, hits the side, finds himself a shot.
Pass to Giles. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Kennard. And he banks in the layup. Kennard's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
A 3 from McCollum. It's hauled in by Zubac. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Kennard, the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Beverly, the pass to Morris. He gets it in there. Morris has got his first points of the night.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
McCollum, no good. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Baca is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. Los Angeles leading by 8. Nobody near Leonard. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And for Portland, they're shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. Knocks down the 3 ball. McCollum's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Portland. Now George. From deep. Los Angeles with another miss.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Back to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Well, that'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Jackson finds George, and an intentional foul right there. And Los Angeles with some changes. Cousins comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Luke Kennard in for Reggie Jackson. Portland also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Little comes in for McCollum. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. And again, no good by the Clippers.
His effort level is there. You can't blame him on that. He's working to get good shots. It's just not connected.
That ties it up. Lillard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
Right side, Leonard. Count it.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. The pass to Little. Back to Lillard. And Lillard gets double teamed. And finished off by Collins.
It's all about anticipation. Collins has a good feel when to go after alley-oops.
Outside, George. That one falls. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Lillard against Kennard. Lillard dishes to Jones. 6 to shoot. Back to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
That's why you give Lillard the rock. When it's an important possession, you know he's going to rise to the occasion.
Kennard, the pass to Leonard. To Ibaka. From deep. Cousins. It's good on the putback.
Oh, man. And in these moments, Cousins is ready to take these shots. He does not shy away from a big moment.
Lillard against Kennard. Lillard on top. Pass to Little. Back to Lillard. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. Jackson, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Harry Giles is checked in for Collins. Norman Powell comes in for Derek Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Little. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
And a deep three from Lillard. The Clippers grab the miss.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
And a deep three from Lillard. Offensive rebound.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. George finds Leonard. Back to George. Lets the 3 fly. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. Outside Jackson. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Nurkic. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Lillard with the ball. It falls. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Reminding us again why he's one of the game's great clutch shooters.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. George passes to Ibaka. McCollum against George. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're behind by 1. Just 2 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and And you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.